little but mighty!
Hello everyone, it's Ms. Zaheda. In my previous blog post, I shared about verb and preposition collocations. To recap, a collocation is when you combine two or more words which are closely connected to each other. So a verb and preposition collocation is when you combine a verb with its corresponding preposition. Some examples we went through were abide by, considerate of, and exempt from. I hope you have a better idea of how to use them now. Like I have mentioned in my earlier post, there are many collocations, and the easiest way to learn them would be to look at the different combinations of nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and prepositions. Today, let's take a look at another common combination, that of verb and noun collocations. This video will focus on two common verbs, make and take. Let's have a look at some nouns that pair well with these verbs. Let's look at the verb make first. I could say make conversation, which means to say some things in order to get a conversation started, especially with someone that you may not know very well, or in order to be polite. In a sentence, I could say, trying to fill the awkward silence in the room, I made conversation with the contestant sitting next to me. We could also say to make a fuss, which means to become angry and complain. It's not that serious, Janet. You don't need to make a fuss over a broken cup, I muttered. What about to make an exception? To not treat someone or something according to the usual rules. So I could say, there was a traffic jam. Can't you make an exception for us being late this time? What about make sense? To have a clear meaning or to be easy to understand. In a sentence, I would use it as, your explanation was really helpful. The answer makes sense now. Finally, I could also make progress, to move forward in one's work or activity. So in a sentence, I would say, the school recognized the efforts of the students who made significant progress at the end of the year. Next, let's look at the verb take. For starters, I could take charge, to assume control or responsibility. In a sentence, I could say, seeing how far behind the group was, Amir decided to take charge and delegate roles to his members. A courageous person could also take responsibility, to blame himself for a fault or to own up to the consequences of his actions. So in a sentence, I could say, everyone is grounded until someone takes responsibility for this broken television. Another noun we can pair with take would be advantage, to use someone's weakness to improve your situation or to use a particular situation to get what you want. I could say, it's not right to take advantage of someone's kindness. Next, we could take an interest, which means to be concerned or curious about something. Josh has really taken an interest in the family business. How unexpected! Last but not least, we could say take a chance, to do something risky with the hope of success. In spite of the risks, Amy was willing to take a chance and become a star. What I have shared with you today is not an exhaustive list, because you must have realized by now that there are many verbs and nouns, and as a result, there are countless combinations of verb and noun collocations. However, do not fret. You can try these 3 steps to effectively learn each collocation. Step 1. Think of or write down a common verb. Step 2. Jot down as many nouns you can think of that pair correctly with the verb. Remember to include the entire phrase. When you are in doubt, use the dictionary to check your collocations. Step 3. Add in any new nouns that you encounter along the way and revise this often. If you find it useful, you can also add the definition as well as a sample sentence for each one. Let me show you what I mean. Remember that the key to learning collocations is to read widely and to be aware of them when you see or hear them being used, so that you can take note of them. I hope the collocations I have shared will be useful not only when you revise for your examinations, but also help you sound more fluent and natural when interacting with others. If you have found this video helpful, do check out our other videos for more useful tips. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Till my next post, take care!